What is up, everyone, and welcome back for another video. My name is Ivan, and on today's episode of Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, we're gonna be making, if you would look at all these little ingredients that we have on here, today we're gonna be making basically a copycat recipe of the boiling crab recipe, of the whole shebang, the one that has like the butter and all the spices and all that good stuff and the garlic. So we're gonna be making that today. It is actually super easy. You just need like 2 pots, maybe 3, and it's gonna be super delicious. This is Vietnamese Cajun, not American, not
A few moments later.
not Mexican, but something from around the world, and it has a lot of spices that are delicious that I think everybody's gonna like. Everybody likes the boiling crab. So with that, let's get cooking. Alrighty then, so we're gonna move on to our very first step, and that's gonna be just basically cutting our potatoes to all the same size. Here I have, I think about 5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. They're silky. I'm gonna leave the skin on because when you boil them, they stay together better. So we're gonna go ahead and cut all these potatoes up to about the same size because we want them to cook at the same time roughly. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And after that, I'm gonna prepare this corn. And after that, this andouille sausage that is from Louisiana, which is from where this dish comes from, basically. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get the potatoes cut, and with that, let's do a little montage of all these vegetables getting cut. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the corn right away as well. Might as well. And with that, go ahead and watch me, guys, and we'll do these vegetables. Come on in. There you go. That's about that size. Other potatoes are about that size, so yeah, that looks good. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the water that's already getting nice and hot. I'm gonna throw the potatoes in first, and then I'm gonna throw the corn in right after. And at the very end, I'll throw the shrimp in for the last 7 to 8 minutes because shrimp cooks super quick. And I'm gonna make the sauce on the side. And with that, we're gonna have a beautiful, delicious boiling crab kind of dinner. And it's gonna be just as good or better. So go ahead and stick around and wait for the next moment. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the potatoes and the corn in. Well, actually the potatoes first and the corn in a few minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. The water's getting super hot already. There we go, we're gonna go ahead and let that go, and we'll be back in a moment. And welcome back. Guys, we're at the next step where we're gonna make our sauce, which is super easy. You just gotta make sure that you toast the spices out so they actually cook and develop flavor. So here, I have 3 8-ounce sticks of butter. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in my garlic, and that's about, I'd say like 1.5 cups or like a whole garlic head. So that's I bought it pre-crushed, which saves me tons of times and stinky hands, and nobody likes garlic hands, and it takes forever for that to go away, and nobody wants that. So let's go ahead and do this right here. Throw that in there, all the garlic in there. Make sure you get all of it because the garlic is what's gonna pack the most flavor in this, besides the delicious spices, of course. So all that garlic that I just told you guys, the whole head. Here I have 4 to 5 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. Now this is a spice, so this is what is spicy. If you want it to be less spicy, you add less. If you want it to be more spicy, you add as much as you like. But we do right here I have 4.5 tablespoons, so that goes in. I have 2 tablespoons of lemon pepper, 3 tablespoons of just smoked paprika. Here I have 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. Old Bay seasoning accompanies seafood really well because of the celery salt. Celery in general goes with seafood, and that is what makes that complementary. So that goes in along with 2 tablespoons of onion powder. So we got all our seasonings in there. We're gonna go ahead and grab our spatula. I had a brain fart for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and incorporate all those spices. I had the heat a little bit too high, and I'm just going to go ahead and lower that down. We're going to go ahead and keep it on a low medium heat, and keep stirring it until all the spices toast really nice. And when we get back, we're gonna go ahead and slice up our sausage, throw in our corn, and then it basically comes together super quick. I just gotta assemble it, throw the sauce on top of the entire dish, and we're good to go. So we'll be back in another moment. Alrighty guys, so we're back. Our potatoes are, I'd say, like 40% cooked, 50% cooked. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw in our corn, and it'll finish cooking at the same time because corn doesn't take very long. All you have to basically do is cook the kernel outside. Everything else is a plus. But after that point, you just start cooking all the nutrients out of it. So you want to just cook it till basically you get the kernels tender and your corn is ready to go. I remember growing up, my mom would cook the corn for, I say, like a couple of hours, and you know, the corn would be good, but you know, it was very it would fall flat. But you know, now we're older, we know a little bit better about, we know a little more about cooking techniques, and now the corn, we cook it for, I'd say, like 15 to 20 minutes, and it's good to go, especially in the small chunks. So we got our sauce going over here. That's boiling. All of our spices are toasting out really beautifully. Our butter is cooking down. As you guys can see, all the garlic in there. That's going to be super delicious. And I'm going to go ahead and cover the corn. Let that go for another 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And then we're going to add our beautiful shrimp here that we have. We have 1620 shrimp. I have 4 pounds of it. Nice big shrimp. We got them without the heads, but with the shell on. You want the shell on because the shell traps all that delicious sauce. And then when you're like sucking on the shrimp and you know, eating it up, it tastes so much better when you're basically just like chomping on it and all that butter stuck in there and all that good stuff. So we're gonna add that at the very end for like another, like I said, 7 or 8 minutes because it just cooks super quick. And we're gonna just assemble it, and we're gonna have a beautiful boiling crab copycat recipe that's gonna be just as good. So go ahead and stick around, and you guys are gonna definitely enjoy this, and we'll be back in a moment. What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Did you guys like that little cool trick, the little blah blah blah, the little transition thing? That was cool, right? You gotta admit that was cool. All right, that was my first time trying it. Hopefully it works out well, and I don't look like a weirdo. So we're gonna actually go ahead and throw our shrimp in next. Right over here. Actually, not, because there's no space in there. So I'm gonna remove that first. But first, what we are gonna do for sure is prepare this andouille sausage. We're gonna go ahead and take this and just cut this in half. Cut this guy in half. So now we got all those pieces, and we're gonna cut all these on the bias. So like this. I don't know. It looks cooler, and it's a very chefy thing to do, you know. So we want to get them like that. And we're back. There we have it. Another quick montage of me cutting up that sausage. I lost a piece, but it's okay. We'll throw that in the trash or give it to our little doggies. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and I'm going to saute the shrimp up a little bit. It's going to sear a little bit, and then I'm going to add it to the mix. So let's go ahead and throw that into our little skillet and get that browned up real quick. Ready? Go. So we're gonna go ahead and let that go. I'm gonna remove everything from this big pot, put it in our serving dish, and I'm gonna throw our shrimp in there. And you guys are gonna go ahead and watch all that right now in another quick little montage. So let's go ahead and do that next. Welcome back, guys. And wait, I don't even think I can close it out like that on the last scene. I look like a weirdo, actually. So here I have my shrimp. Moving on, my 4 pounds of shrimp. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that into our boiling water that I cooked the potatoes and the corn in. There we go. There we go, that beautiful shrimp. It's gonna turn pink almost instantly because it's boiling. Nice big plump shrimp. We're gonna cover that for 5 to 7 minutes. And we're gonna have beautifully cooked shrimp that is not rubbery, which we don't like. We have our sausage sauteing over here, getting some beautiful color. We're almost there. Stick around and you guys are gonna have a little preview to what you're gonna be tasting, and it's gonna be super delicious, guys, so stick around. Alrighty guys, we're back. Our sausage is beautifully seared and sauteed. We're gonna go ahead and throw that in with our shrimp, which we actually just finished taking out after 7 minutes. I boiled it for about 5, turned it off, left it for 2. And now we're gonna throw our beautiful sausage in there. And then I'm gonna throw the sauce on top, and we're basically good to go. Some people like to leave it on the side and stuff like that. I'd rather just throw it right on top. Everybody likes it here. And it goes great with it, which is why we're doing it, right? So let's go ahead and throw this beautiful sauce on here. As you guys can see, all that butter and all those seasonings that we threw in at the beginning, they look super delicious. That butter is gonna complement the shrimp really, 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 really well. There you go. We're gonna try to spread this around as best as possible. Gonna leave this side over here less because my little nephews are little and we want to be able to feed them as well. And there it is, our beautiful copycat recipe. As you guys can see here, it looks super delicious. All the seasonings are covering everything. Here I have some limes. Over here I have salt and fresh cracked black pepper. All you do is take one of your limes. The way you eat this, you take your lime juice, you squeeze it into your salt and pepper, just like that. And then you serve yourself, you know, your potato, your corn, all that good stuff, and you take your shrimp, and then whenever you peel your shrimp, you dip it into your sauce. So much better and super delicious. So I'm gonna take some pictures for the gram and for my social networking. And then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how this tastes and describe it to you guys, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it if you guys try this at home. Alrighty guys, and we're back. Everything is served, everything looks super delicious. Here I have a beautiful plate on my boiled crab served up, potato, corn, sausage, shrimp, little shell because I already peeled and deveined one of these little delicious looking guys. Look at that, big plum shrimp. We're gonna dip that into our little black pepper and lemon juice and salt, little concoction. We're gonna take a big bite. I'll let you guys know what it tastes like. Wow, that shrimp's perfect. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Perfectly plump, perfectly cooked, juicy. Here we have a beautiful potato. Wow. This is super delicious, guys. You guys gotta try this at home. It's spicy, it's warming, it's light, refreshing, and corn, it's got the spices, all that good stuff in there. The lime just brings it alive. This corn looks super delicious. And I hope you guys try this recipe out, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Share this video with some friends. Help me out, as I do want to get on the YouTube algorithm and, you know, have my videos viewed by a lot of people. But I do appreciate everybody's support that's been supporting me from day one. Thank you guys. Please try this recipe out. Super easy, super delicious, and super simple. Ivan with Ivan's Chicano Kitchen. Until next time, we'll see you guys soon. In my big, thick, gauged wok. And it just makes everything so much delicious. Here we have the beautiful potato. Oh, crap. But that's gonna go in the bloopers. And we'll be back in a moment.